Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at this Philips white decorative bulb. This is a 60 watt incandescent globe shaped bulb, and what makes this one a little bit more interesting than the standard globe vanity bulbs that you find today is it's slightly bigger than a standard G25. Yes, this is a G30 size bulb, once a little bit more common, nowadays quite hard to find, really. Most stores just have the standard G25 globe bulb, but as you'll see here, this one is slightly bigger. So let's take a look around the packaging here. This is the very nice older Philips packaging. I really do like the lines on these packages, especially the colored bulbs that they had at the time, because of course they would make the lines match the color of the bulb that's inside. But I really just like this style of packaging, and this one being in such good shape was one of the main reasons why I decided to pick it up. On the side here, we can see the ordering code for this one, 60 watt G30 in shape, coated white, made in Republic of Korea. Interesting, it still says a division of North American Philips Corporation, which you can also find on their Norelco bulbs. Let's go ahead and find one here. The Norelco bulbs, before they changed over to the Philips name here in the US, North American Philips Corporation. Interesting, they still have it on there, even though it says Philips instead of the old Norelco name that Philips was using here in the US at the time. But they still have it on there. Okay, anyway, moving on. Here we have the back side of the package and our side with examples of where you can use this bulb. Well, you can use it in some decorative hanging fixtures. Those look like G40 bulbs, and this would look really nice in those, or a stylish lamp there as well. I just love the design of the side of the package. Taking a look at the bottom here, you can see how they designed this box to hold the bulb nicely in place. Definitely some engineering went into this packaging for sure. And the top here as well, it's just kind of held in place with friction in the two sides of the cardboard here. But as you can see, it's all folded out of one piece. Let's go ahead and get our bulb out of here. Very nice package. And there we go, there's our G30 bulb. So let's compare it to a G25. And as you can see, it is slightly bigger, which is to be expected, but of course smaller than a G40, the really big ones. Not much of a neck here, which I do like. It comes right to a tip at the base. And in fact, inside, we can very faintly see our C-shaped filament, and the fact that you can see it's bent out of shape. It looks like it was whacked and pushed this way based on the two supports going off like that. Other than that, it seems to have a very nice even coating all the way around. Taking a look at the base here, we can see 60 watt, 120 volt Korea. And then it looks like it repeats itself. Pretty standard base, but not the Philips base that we saw for a while with the little dots all the way around it. Just a pretty standard base. Okay, let's go ahead and get our socket here and screw it in. Oh, it's already on. Well, there we go. Now for a 60 watt bulb, this is probably more equivalent to a 40 watt, but again, that is to be expected with such a large globe it has here. So let's turn off our lights. Very nice, even lighting. So if we hold this, let's see here, 2 feet away from the lux meter, we're getting 160 lux. That's on its side. If I point it straight down, and let me put it back in the same spot. Yep, still about the same. Of course, the coating is probably a little bit thicker. So overall, a very nice, even coating. I don't see the filament anywhere through the coating either, but you can see it is a little dirty, so let me set that down for 1 second and grab a piece of paper towel here. See if we can wipe off some of that dust and dirt that's been on this bulb all these years. You can definitely see reflections from the filament inside. Let's get it to focus on that. The kind of lines you see here. We do have a little imperfection there. And of course at the bottom again, you can see the C-shaped filament inside. Okay, we're at 118.4 volts, 0.48 amps, 57.5 volts. I wonder if this is a 130 volt bulb, and they just didn't tell you that. Did it say that on the base and I just didn't pay enough attention? You know, it doesn't really say on the box. We'll have to take a look at it here again once we take it out. Of course, a power factor of 1, no surprise there. Okay, let's go ahead and move it on over to our Variac here. So let me get that plugged in. So if I leave it plugged in constantly, we have a very faint hum coming from it. Okay, it looks like it's currently at about 60 volts. So let's turn it all the way down and we'll give it a run up. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, and, well, let's see. I don't want to give it a little bit more, but we're going to anyway. Here's 125, definitely a little bit brighter. We're going to have to look at that rating on the base again, because even that 5 volts of different there from 120 to 130, well, it's 125. It's a little off on here. Just that 5 volts of difference from 120 to 125, you definitely get more brightness out of it. But that is to be expected. You're giving it more voltage. But a very nice bulb, as you can see, with its nice even coating, and it dims absolutely beautifully. Naturally, again, being incandescent. And look at what a perfect globe shape it is. Again, with it coming to a very nice end here at the base. It doesn't have a really big, you know, a neck, or this isn't a big neck to begin with, but it has a neck. And here you don't really see much of that at all. It curves right down into the base. Beautiful. Let's turn our lights back on here. And we'll turn off our Variac so we can stop that from humming. Now let's go ahead and take this out. It's quite warm, but I want to take a look at that voltage rating again, since we were getting about 57 on our current, 120. It says 120. Again, we're not at 120. We're at 118.4 right now. So that could make the difference too. Anyway, I want to take one more look at the design of this packaging of the box here. Just, you know, it's interesting. You know, there's a whole division of engineers out there that engineer packaging, you know, not only for light bulbs like this, but electronics, you know, computers, cell phones, all that. There's people out there that are specialized in designing this stuff, and this is a really nice example here. Someone really thought about this, and it's held up very well. Let's go ahead and pop it back in there. It likes to sit in there nicely, and it doesn't, you know, it's not too close to the bottom either, so it's not resting on the bulb itself. A very nice example of this Westinghouse packaging and a beautiful bulb inside. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, taking a look at this G30 white globe incandescent bulb. And also please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching.